This is INCRadio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ, or Iglesianicristo.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all of our viewers and listeners that are tuning in with us this morning. My name is Sister Ashley Mariano from the local congregation of Anaheim here in the District of Orange County, California. And here hosting with me is
Sister Jaden Carlos, also from the local of Anaheim, District of Orange County, California.
Thank you all for tuning in again. So today is Saturday, March 23rd, and it is currently 10:02 a.m. And actually, it's like raining-ish outside, right? So it's a little colder today here, even though we're welcoming spring, but it is a little chilly outside. So let's be sure to bundle up and continue to stay safe. And some ways that we could tune in for our broadcast this morning is through INCRadio.org or tuning into our YouTube channel, INC Radio DZEM 954. Sister Jaden, what should we expect today for our broadcast?
So for today's broadcast, I will be introducing our program rundown. We will be having a continuous reading of the comments, greetings, and shoutouts in the live chat. So let's make sure to keep commenting for a chance to have yours read out loud. And then for today, we have our on-air activity, Guess That Activity, featuring some spring activities that we're going to have to guess based on pictures. And then our main discussion, spring activities in OCC. So we have a lot to look forward to, Sister Ashley.
We do have a lot, and we can't wait for all of you to meet our lovely guests later on in this broadcast. And so continue to leave your comments and your shout-outs, most especially the hashtags of your local. So for us, it's hashtag Anaheim. But before we get onto our broadcast here in the District of Orange County, California, we'd like to quickly turn it over to the District of Texas, actually in the local of Austin. Shout out to the local of Austin, Texas, and Brother Justin Talioga. We might be able to feature them later on in our broadcast. But before we talk to Brother Justin, we do want to go ahead and welcome our guests this morning. So we'll go ahead and welcome them in as they walk on. Oh. Welcome. Hello.
Hi.
Good morning. You want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, my name is Sister Ellie Rose Reyes from the local of Anaheim.
Yay! And brother?
Hello everyone, my name is Brother TJ from the local of Anaheim.
Yay! Welcome, Sister Ellie Rose and Brother TJ. Now, Sister Jaden, you want to go ahead and explain to our viewers and listeners our on-air activity?
Sure thing. So for our on-air activity, our hosts and our guests will try to guess the different activities in OCC, and we will discuss them. So we're going to be showing, if we could please have our Kuya Tech present our slideshow.
Yes, we have a slideshow. So again, our hosts are actually, I don't know what's on these slides either. So to our guests, they're going to go ahead and guess the spring activity, but also bonus points if you can guess the specific location where these pictures are at. So if we could go to the first slide, Bob. Okay. Whoa, we're high up. First off, starting off high on a mountain?
It looks like it. So what are you thinking?
What kind of activities do you think could be held in this location?
Hiking.
Sightseeing.
Ooh, sightseeing. If anyone else in the comments or the chats would also like to guess your activities and locations to where this might be, is there any guesses on where this might be?
Riverside?
Specifically?
Near Fontana.
We're gonna go ahead and pull up to our Kuya Andrew, shout out to Ka Andrew, who has all of the answers. He said this is at Mount Baldy.
Oh.
I personally, I don't think I've been. Have you both been?
No.
Mr. Jaden, have you been?
No, I haven't. I don't even know where that is, to be honest.
Well, for sure, it's here in the state, California state, right? Right?
We hope so.
We hope so. Okay, let's go ahead and go to the next slide. Okay.
We still have
Yes, so I think hiking was the answer. So hiking is the answer for this one. Let's go ahead and move on to our next activity.
Oh, is this more hiking?
For anyone near Mount Baldy, please also talk about your experiences in the chat. But for our next location, well, this is a really nice sunset. Where, what sort of things, activities would you do here in the spring?
Swimming, fishing.
Swimming,
I see
fishing,
a pier.
Oh,
bonfire.
Fish, I think you like. Do you enjoy? Have you gone fishing? Do
Oh
you enjoy
yes,
fishing?
me and my friends have gone fishing a lot.
No.
You have to go very, very, very early in the morning,
So you won't even see the sunset.
but you'll see the sunrise.
Sunrise.
Oh, that is true. That's so nice. This is actually at Huntington Beach.
Oh.
So very near us. Let's go ahead and go to the next slide, Bo. Wow, whoever
Nice
took
shot.
these pictures are really good. Let's go to the next slide, Bo. Okay. I think this is the last one, the last activity to guess. If we could go ahead and show them the pictures, Bo. Well, this is also so pretty. Who is the photographer here? This is this is so pretty.
Imagine it's Brother Andrew.
I know. I see brother Julian. Maybe he took these pictures. But I think this is a park. There's a lake.
Yes.
What sort of activities do you think we can hold here in the springtime?
I would say fishing, or there are some lakes where they have like jet ski, like they allow jet skis. I've done that.
That's true. I don't know which park. I think it's in the shout out to the District of San Diego. But don't they have like those paddle things?
Oh yeah.
Where you can like, are they ducks? Or
Yeah, the duck
Oh
boats.
yes, where you kick your feet. Like,
Yes.
Swans.
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Oh, or they have the big water bikes. Have you all been on that? Those look
I
cool.
don't know.
But I feel like that's also kind of scary to go on.
I feel like at a park you could have a picnic.
Yes. Yes. Oh, we see
Or like a barbecue.
shout out po to Karan de Mesa from the local of Riverside who said Huntington Beach. Oh, and shout out to Karan because it's his birthday today.
Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday, Paul.
Happy birthday, po, Karan. Okay, can we go to the next slide, please? Yes, this confirms we are at a park. So maybe a picnic.
Yeah,
Maybe
picnic
nice.
or barbecue.
Mm-hmm. Let's go to the next slide, Paul. I think that confirms the picnic. Tables.
I feel like we've had like a lot of district activities at parks too, like picnics as well, district picnics.
Yes, I know that, especially in the local of Anaheim, we like going to the park and playing sports and having picnics. Let's go ahead and go to the next slide, Paul. Cool. So I
Oh.
think that ends our on-air activity. So thank you all for guessing. But to kind of continue the conversation, what sort of favorite memories or maybe favorite activities do you both like to do in the spring? Let's go ahead and start with Sister Ellie.
So I would say in Orange County in the springtime, I would say the weather's the best to be outside.
Yeah.
So I actually learned how to golf during the pandemic.
Ooh.
So that's something I've been trying to learn more.
Nice. Golfing. I know you also golf. You golf together, so brother TJ.
Yes.
Also, if you also want to talk about golfing, but also any other activities you like to do in the spring.
Well, yeah, with golf, we actually started at the same time and during the pandemic. But like she said, I feel like golf is a good sport to take up during the spring because, of course, daylight savings, so you have more time during the day. It is harder to golf at night because you hit the ball and you won't
Where's it
probably
go?
see where it goes. But yeah, I think golf is a good spring activity. Other spring activities, I would say, bike riding. Bike riding is a really good, whether it's just cruising down or mountain biking. I know a lot of my friends love mountain biking.
That's great. I was like really scared to mountain bike, but that's awesome.
But yeah.
But what about any favorite places that you've been so far here in OCC during spring specifically?
The golf range.
The golf course.
They love their golfing.
I think lately we've been trying to pick up bowling during spring.
Oh,
Okay.
A lot of bowling season, a lot of deals out there that come out where you could bowl for like the whole year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout
So-
out to brother Addison Satelli and also sister Caitlin Soto in the local of Anaheim. They also love bowling, and I think you all bowl
Yes.
together
We were-
sometimes.
We were on the last year. We were on the bowling team
Yes,
together.
yes,
It was
for
really fun.
Unity Games. So, representing the local of Anaheim, right? Nice. Well, also to ask, just I know like here around OC, but maybe even extending outside of the District of Orange County, are there any specific places that maybe are on your bucket list or places that you want to see, like maybe during the springtime?
I would say, I'm not sure the specific city, but more towards the east. I think there's like a lavender fields there. Yeah, so that's something I want to check out. And they have like pretty lights at night, and then they have like lavender and desserts and
That'd be
Yeah.
so cute to see, like to have a picnic there too.
Yes.
And then lavender desserts. Have you tried like lavender desserts?
No, I have not.
I've only had like I think lavender latte. Yeah, like
that's in
coffee.
season right now. They have lavender flavors.
So like speaking of like desserts, like in the springtime, that's also when a lot of fruits come out.
Yes.
So something I like to do in the spring is bake desserts that use springtime like fruits.
Sister Ellie
Yeah.
Rose is a great baker. She makes great focaccia bread. But Brother TJ, extending the question to you, are there any places in the springtime, maybe in OC or outside of Orange County, that you want to see or go to?
Well, I've always wanted to travel to Japan.
Yeah.
I heard that it's really nice there in spring, but
Yeah,
I'll
the
put that on
blossom.
my
Yeah,
bucket
you
list.
see
to
the
how
cherry
it's like
blossom.
Yeah,
that.
it's cherry blossom season right now. I would
Mhm.
say like because also in Washington State they also have cherry blossoms there. So especially in the Washington University or University of Washington, they have like in the middle of their quad cherry blossoms that you could walk through. So I'm so jealous of the students there because then they could just see it for free.
I feel like a lot of people plan their vacations around spring break. So
Oh, that's true.
yeah, if you had the time, you definitely probably could go to Japan.
Well, since we're on the topic of places to go to, let's go ahead and jump into our main discussion. Sister Jaden, if you want to go ahead and start off our questions to our guests.
Well, we kind of already spoke about this, but just to play out the question more, what is your favorite spring activity? So I'm guessing it might be golf, but a different answer. I mean, Sister Ellie Rose.
I would say it's golf. It teaches me a lot of things, like most especially I would say patience. It gets frustrating. Golf is definitely not easy. I've tried other sports before, and I would say I catch on fairly quickly. But golfing it every day is different. It's either like the weather or it's just like
Yeah.
the smallest things where I definitely learned a lot.
Yeah, and as we can see on the presentation that it's
Wow.
being shared right now, we have some images of our guests golfing. You can see if they're doing it day, they're doing it night. I see like a 24/7 endeavor right here.
Yeah, the whole day. Well, we do have a picture of golfing at night, so they must be pro since really TJ said it's
It was
harder to
hard to
golf
see.
at night.
I feel like it's difficult to kind of be able to gauge how much power you need to put into the swing, your stance, all that comes into play. Brother TJ, is there any other spring activities that are your favorite aside from golfing?
Golf is life.
I mean, I would have to say that number one is golf. Like Sister Ellie Rose says, it teaches you a lot, and you know, it. I think what it taught me is that you win some, you lose some. So you may hit a really good golf shot one time, but 80% of the time they might be bad.
Yeah.
So,
Have you ever gotten a hole in one?
No, I have not, and I think I probably will never.
We'll see. Are there any? Because Sister Ellie Rose, you kind of touched upon how like there's certain things to look out for. I guess kind of I don't want to say hinder, but like what are some factors that you kind of take into account when you both play golf?
So if you play on a golf course, it's pretty peaceful out there, and usually there's like etiquette that players follow. So you should, if a player is like about to hit, you should all be very quiet. So if there's a lot of things running on your mind as well, you might have a really bad swing, right? So it's I would say golf is of course a physical sport, but it's also very mental.
Oh, any other factors or tips that you want to share for maybe aspiring spring golfers?
Spring golfers. Oh, okay. Um, Another thing is, if you really want to get into golf, I wouldn't say, you don't need the latest and greatest equipment. You can buy a golf set that's 10 years old, 15 years old. You'll do perfectly fine, probably better than us. But yeah, like Sister Ellie Rose said, it's gonna take some time. It's gonna feel weird, and but you're gonna have that sense of joy once you hit that first golf ball and you hear it and you see it fly and you're like,
That's
that
cool.
felt really good.
Yeah.
I remember we actually had an Anaheim Kadiwa activity where we
Yes,
went
we
to the golf
did.
range nearby.
Yes.
We were just putting. I remember seeing big baskets of golf balls, and we went through those pretty fast.
I know Sister Ellie and Brother TJ were definitely our coaches that day. And we were able to borrow their stuff. So that was cool. Before we continue with our discussion, we just want to go ahead and read some of the comments that are on here. We have Sister Divine de Gala say hashtag Lakewood, Orange County, California. Good morning, Paul. Sister Lauren May Demesa from the local of Riverside says, does mini golf count? Yeah, mini golf is definitely fun. What are some of our other comments, Sister Jaden?
Let's see. Brother Julian Zistoso says golfing sounds perfect in the spring, and Brother TJ and Sister Ellie Rose are the perfect guides.
Yes.
Couldn't agree more.
Okay, so we want to kind of shift the conversation a little bit, but we wanted to ask, are there any places within Orange County that you would recommend for maybe visitors coming to Orange County that maybe they should see or visit? By the way, for any of these places that we mentioned, we're not sponsored, but are there any maybe restaurants, amusement parks that you have gotten recently?
I think when visitors come to Anaheim, a lot of the time we either bring them to like food places, and a lot of popular food places here is like Cali Tacos, or if you like ice cream or Italian ice is Joe's Italian Ice. But there are numerous places to eat here in Orange County, California, and I feel like that's what we're known for here.
Yeah.
What's your favorite place to eat?
Here?
Yeah.
Oh, McDonald's.
See?
I'm just kidding.
He's like, those chicken nuggets really hit sometimes.
During spring.
Sister Ellie Rose, besides McDonald's, maybe, are there any other restaurants or attractions that you like going to?
I can't really name a specific restaurant, but I would say there's a lot of good pho places out in Orange County. Especially right like today it's raining. I think you want to get soup after this.
Perfect weather.
Good
That is so
pho.
true. Yeah. There's what I like about Orange County is like we have such a diverse food culture, like from specific regions of the world to like fusions. So it's kind of dangerous because you always find a new spot, and then it's like you wanna try out that place, and then like I know that especially here in our local, we love going out to eat. But for all of our comments, for all of our viewers and listeners, if you want to go ahead and also comment your favorite places to eat, even if you're outside of Orange County, go ahead and do that. But Sir Jaden, what other questions do we want to ask our guests?
Some more questions. Let's see. What are some places to see around OCC that we have not yet mentioned? I feel like there's one on my mind. I'm surprised both of you haven't mentioned it yet. I've been seeing you both post being there several times this week.
Yes. That place is called Disneyland, of course.
Once again, for not
It's
sponsored.
not sponsored. The happiest place on earth besides
The golf range.
no
The Church of
the
Christ.
Church of Christ. Besides that, but Yeah, so recently we just got a pass, and we've been going nonstop, and
Yes.
I feel like you get in a lot of workout. You can feed yourself there.
Yeah. I saw you guys have been learning to draw over there too.
Oh, that was fun. I've never been, but I've heard a lot of good things.
I'm not great at drawing. Brother TJ is much better at it, but it's a work in progress. So
I know that I think you just got your pass you said like last week, and I know that in our like past conversations together, how many times have you gotten so far?
Okay, so last week that's 7 days, but we've gone 7 times.
Wow.
Oh, 6 times.
6 times.
6 times.
That's like almost every day.
I know. Shout out to Brother Rex Javier, our book club president here in Anaheim. But he said when you get a pass, you need to go more times than the amount of days in the week. So I know that like us here in the local of Anaheim, for all of us who have a pass, or even like our friends in other locals, we try to go together. And I think our record of the amount of people who have gone together is 29.
29.
That we've counted, that we've like known to count. But I feel like we've already passed that number. Not sure yet. But we do want to ask, since we're talking about places to go to, things to do in the springtime, do you both feel like you're a spontaneous person, or do you I need to plan, like we need to set a date and then go out and try out this place or things? Let's start with Brother TJ.
Well, I feel like for me, I'm more of like, okay, let's go, because a lot of the times Sister Ellie Rose would show me like these Instagram like posts like, oh, this place looks really good,
Yeah.
or we should try seeing this, and I'm more of like, all right, okay, let's go.
Okay, so he's going with the flow, and Sister Ellie Rose just says where she wants to go. Oh, we have one. You did mention you want to go to the lavender.
Yeah,
thing,
I would
so-
say I'm more of a planner just because there's when you scroll through the explore page on Instagram, there's so many places to eat and visit, and I want to try to see as much as possible with limited time and busy schedules.
Well, speaking of busy schedules, another thing we wanted to ask is, I know both of you have even multiple duties within the church. So how can you balance all of the responsibilities that you have, and alongside being able to go out and doing these spontaneous things?
I guess for me, it would definitely be planning. I have to plan out, preparing for activities and performing my duty, and then also spending time with my family and, spending time with Brother TJ. Yeah, so there's a lot of balancing. So there is times where things are spontaneous, where we see that we're not blocked out of going to Disneyland, and so we just like plan to spend like a few hours there. We don't we just grab something to eat, and it's always a fun time.
Oh,
Or Orange County is really fun.
yeah,
There's
there's
a
a
lot of things to
lot.
do.
There is a lot to do. Brother TJ, I know like Sister Ali Rose, you have a lot of duties. How do you balance having fun while also still being able to fulfill all of your responsibilities?
I like her, like I would want to like plan it out and see if we could fit in time to do these activities. Sometimes like we even meet up extra early before an activity just to hang out with each other and try a place,
Wow.
so that way we can go to the activity together. Yeah.
Cute. Shout out to Sister Ellie Rose and Brother TJ.
Yeah. Oh, look at the comments. Sister Jenica says, I hope someone takes me to the lavender farms this year. Brother Julian, we're looking at you.
Anyway, so let's go ahead and read some of our other comments. Sir Marie de Guzman says, love good food. Same. I think all of us can agree. We love trying new places. We also have someone else commenting from the local of Long Beach saying go to Knott's Berry Farm, not sponsored, but that's another one of the amusement parks here in the District of Orange County when the other park is blocked. Good idea, brother.
And Sister Krista says, is this blossoming relationships part 2?
And Brother Julian says, Brother TJ is so handsome. We love the glasses, Brother TJ. But unfortunately, that is before we go ahead and end our broadcast or end our discussion, we do want to go ahead and feature the local of Austin in the District of Texas. Um, Never mind. Shout out to brother to brother Justin. Hopefully next time we could go ahead and feature you all in our broadcast. But before we end our broadcast, we do want to ask our guests that have joined us today if they have any shout outs that you'd like to give.
I just want to shout out my family and also my friends here in the local of Anaheim, and also my friends in my former local of Fontana. Hello po. Yay!
I just want to shout out to my family as well. Brother Julian, he's my nephew. And also my friends as well. And I'm also a tech guy, so the tech people right here.
Kuya Tech. Shout out to our Kuya Techs. Nice. How about you, Sister Ashley? Any shout outs?
Shout out to the local of Anaheim and the Anaheim branch of INCRadio. Shout out to all of you, Sister Jaden.
Shout out to my family and everyone in the comments today, all our viewers. All right, so that's about to wrap us up. Before we do, we'd like to give a special thanks to our brother Eduardo V. Manalo, our executive minister, brother Angelo Eranio Manalo, our CFO coordinator, brother Arnel Solano, our station manager, brother Hansel de Dios, our district minister, brother Andy Nicolas, our district CFO overseer, and last but not least, brother Emmanuel Endaya, our executive producer. Thank you so much for being with us today, po. And now we're just gonna pass it over to INCRadio San Diego.